Right. But how will all of this impact our markets? This morning, we have our Power Prep segment and our research team is joining in to tell us about the trade setup and the stocks to watch out for in today's session. First up, Ekta is joining in to get us all the cues that we need to watch out for today. Morning, Ekta. It was a weak day for the Nifty, but the broader markets did well. What are you picking up for this morning?
Well, morning, Hormuz. Yesterday, in fact, yes, the Nifty did snap a three-day rally. We had the mid-caps which outperformed the frontliners. The advanced decline ratio, however, was negative yesterday. So the US markets, you've been talking about them. Yes, the US markets did close mixed in yesterday's trading session, largely lower in yesterday's trading session. Asia is largely mixed at this point in time. And we have oil, which is still on the boil, around $86 per barrel. The Ukraine drone strikes as well as the Red Sea crisis has caused some amount of disruptions. The GIFT Nifty indicating a little bit of a softer start as we speak. Well, one of the key cues is also the current account deficit, which has come in at around $10 billion for the entire Q3. The trade deficit, however, was still wide at around 71. Now, just in the overall picture, the markets are likely to consolidate in what is a holiday shortened week. News flow is probably going to be slower due to one, a truncated week, and two, because Q4 is now coming to an end. So the markets are probably preparing, or companies are preparing for earnings season. The Nifty range, according to experts, is 21,850 to 22,200. So maybe we could probably be within that range unless there is a breakout. Now watch for the mid-caps outperforming, because that's what we saw yesterday. The advanced decline ratio probably seeing some amount of improvement or sustaining at those levels. So that would be an important monitorable, and the Nifty holding on to 22,000 levels. In terms of cues, we have the March expiry on Thursday. We've been talking about the inflation data, which will be out for the US, or the personal consumption data, which will be out on Friday for the US, which will be an important monitorable. And the Fed chair will be speaking at the San Francisco Central Bank branch on Friday as well. Remember, markets are closed, but nonetheless, all of these cues will be important come Monday.
All right, plenty of cues to track, and 22,000 is the level to watch out for on the Nifty this morning. Thanks a lot, Ekta, for joining in. Now over to Upasna, who would list out the stocks to watch out for in today's trading session. Upasna, good morning.
Good morning. First up, Cipla and Sanofi will be in focus today as Cipla signs exclusive partnership with Sanofi for distribution of Sanofi India's CNS product range in India. Additionally, also Cipla gets a regulatory approval to merge Cipla's Tech LLC into Cipla USA Inc. and the merger will be effective from 1st of April 2024. Next up is LIC. The company gets GST demand order worth 16 crores. That's the reason even this stock will be in focus today. Angel One, next up, launches QIP issue. Floor price is set at 2,555, which is at a discount of almost 7% to the yesterday's closing price on NSE. And mind you that the board meeting will be held on 2nd of April to determine the issue price. Next up is Shah Metallics. Natural Resources Energy Private Limited obtains letter of intent for the grant of composite license for Surjagad iron ore block for an area of almost, which is about 1,526 hectares. Next up is Technocraft Industry, that will also be in focus today, as the company's unit will commence its production in a phased manner with effect from 27th of March 2024. Next up is Uflex. Pradeep Srivastava, the erstwhile director of the company's wholly owned subsidiary of United Kingdom, that is Uflex Europe, is found to have committed fraud. Next up is Pratak Snacks, the commencement of commercial production at new unit of the company's unit situated in JNK with the effect of 26th of March 2024. That's the reason even this stock will remain in focus today.
Plenty of stocks to watch in today's session. Thanks a lot to Upasna. And aside of all of these names, there are two very important names to track, CDSL and Aster DM. Both of them will see a block deal taking place in today's trading session. And finally, Nigel is joining in with cues from the F&O space. Morning, Nigel. 20 DMA, 50 DMA. That's where the Nifty has confined itself to, I guess.
Well, that's right, Hormuz. You know, we are seeing lackluster volumes, actually. And in terms of the Nifty yesterday as well, we did end lower, but I don't think there's any big reason to worry. What did the FIs do? Well, they unwound positions both on the long as well as on the short side. So if you look at it, the longs came down by close to around 8,000 contracts, while the shorts came down by around 5,000 contracts. They remain net short with close to around 67% of their positions on the short side. And also, if you look at it in absolute terms, it's around 70,000 contracts. That's the absolute number you should be looking at. But the reason that I say there's no big reason to worry is because I believe that the Nifty has strong support at around this 21,700 to around 21,900 odd mark. That's because there's the highest open interest at around the 22,000 put. It continues to see writing. The open interest out there is more than 1 crore odd. And yesterday as well, you did see that the premium was hovering around that 60 rupee odd mark. And if you look at the writing that we've seen at that strike, it perfectly ties in with yesterday's low as well as the 50 DMA, which comes in at around 21,948. That level should come up for you on the screen. And the recent low was 21,710. And the options data suggests that 21,900 mark, that's going to be the crucial support zone. On the Nifty Bank, well, that plays out the weekly expiry today. And the 20 DMA, that remains elusive. We have tried to get to that 47,000 odd mark, but not able to conquer that. On the downside, the 20 DMA is going to be crucial, which is a few hundred points away from here. And in the near term, you'll want to look at the 50 DMA. So on your screen, the crucial levels on the Nifty Bank. But, we're looking at the number of stocks that are going into the F&O ban. At one point of time, it was quite high. But as of now, only sales left in the F&O ban because there was some fair bit of unwinding of positions on Z, Biocon, as well as Tata Chemicals. So all these stocks will be coming out of the F&O ban. Keep an eye out on them for today's session. Back to you, Hormuz.
Thanks a lot, Nigel. Interesting stocks that are out of the F&O ban today. We'll keep an eye out on all of these names.